I need to tell someone about this because I don't think I'm going to sleep again. Not after what I saw on the baby monitor last night. Not after what it said. My wife Sarah and I moved into our new house 3 months ago. It's a 1940s colonial in a quiet suburb outside Portland. The kind of house you see on real estate listings with words like charming and character. What they don't mention is the previous owners left in a hurry. Like, furniture still in the attic kind of hurry. Our daughter Lily is 14 months old. She's at that age where she babbles constantly, reaching for things, laughing at nothing. Normal baby stuff. We set up her nursery in the upstairs bedroom, painted it lavender, hung those little felt stars from the ceiling. It was perfect. We bought one of those fancy Wi-Fi baby monitors. The kind with night vision and two-way audio. I installed the app on my phone so I could check on her from anywhere in the house. The first weird thing happened about 6 weeks ago. I was downstairs watching TV around 11 p.m. when I heard Lily laughing through the monitor. Not fussing or crying, full-on belly laughing. The kind of laugh she does when I play peekaboo. I pulled up the camera feed. She was standing in her crib, facing the corner of the room. Just laughing at the corner. The night vision made everything that sickly green color, and I could see her little hands reaching out toward the wall. I told myself babies do weird things. They laugh at dust particles. At shadows. At nothing. But she kept doing it. Every night, between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m., she'd wake up laughing. Always facing the same corner. Then 2 weeks ago, she said her first real word. Not mama or dada. She said man. She'd point at the corner and say man. Over and over. Man, man, man. Sarah thought it was cute. She's learning, she said. I didn't think it was cute. I started sleeping with the monitor app open on my phone, the screen brightness turned all the way up. Last Tuesday, I was watching the feed at about 1 a.m. Lily was asleep, finally. The room was still. And then I noticed something in the corner she always stared at. At first I thought it was a shadow or maybe a smudge on the camera lens. But it moved. It was subtle. Like watching the minute hand on a clock, you can't see it move in real time, but if you look away and look back, it's different. The shadow in the corner was getting bigger. Taller. Taking shape. I'm a rational person. I'm an engineer. I design bridges. I believe in physics and math and things I can measure. But I sat there in my bed and watched a shadow grow into the shape of a person in my daughter's room. It was tall. Too tall. The ceiling in that room is 8 feet, and this thing's head was bent against it, like it was crouching to fit. It had no features that I could make out, just a silhouette, darker than the darkness around it. Except for the face. The face was wrong. It was too wide, like someone had grabbed a normal face and stretched it horizontally. And it was smiling. I could see teeth, too many teeth, arranged in rows like a shark, but in a human jaw. I ran upstairs so fast I tripped on the landing and split my lip on the hardwood. By the time I threw open Lily's door and hit the light switch, the room was empty. Just my daughter, standing in her crib, pointing at the corner. Man, she said. Man, go. I took her out of that room. She slept with us that night. I told Sarah I'd seen something on the monitor, maybe an intruder, and she agreed we should keep Lily close. I didn't tell her what I actually saw. How do you tell your wife that something impossible was standing in your baby's room? The next day I set up a second camera in the nursery. A trail cam, the kind hunters use. Motion activated, infrared. I also put Lily back in her crib that night because Sarah insisted we couldn't let fear run our lives. She's braver than me. She's also wrong. At 1:47 a.m., both cameras triggered simultaneously. I was awake, watching. The thing was back. And this time, it wasn't in the corner. It was standing right next to the crib. Leaning over it. Its face was inches from my daughter's face, and Lily was laughing. reaching up to touch it. I have never moved faster in my life. I covered the distance from my bedroom to the nursery in what felt like a single step. I slammed the door open. The room smelled wrong. Like old pennies and wet soil. That copper and earth smell you get near an open grave. And it was cold, not slightly cool, but breath visible, February in Maine cold. In a room that had been 72 degrees an hour ago. Lily was standing, arms up, reaching at nothing. The thing was gone. "Man, bye-bye," she said, and waved at the empty air above her crib. I checked both cameras. The Wi-Fi monitor showed the shadow figure clear as day. The trail cam? Nothing. Completely clean footage of an empty room with a baby standing in her crib. Whatever this thing is, it only shows up on one type of camera. I haven't put Lily back in that room. She sleeps with us now, in our bed, between Sarah and me. Sarah thinks I'm having some kind of breakdown. Maybe I am. But last night, this is why I'm writing this, last night at 2 a.m., I woke up because my phone buzzed. The baby monitor app had detected motion in the empty nursery. I opened the feed. The thing was standing in the middle of the room. And for the first time, it wasn't looking at the crib. It was looking directly into the camera. And then the two-way audio activated by itself, and I heard a voice come through my phone speaker. Low and wet, like someone talking through a mouthful of mud. It said, "She can't sleep with you forever. I've called 3 churches. I've called a paranormal investigator. I've called my mother-in-law, which tells you how desperate I am. Nobody has answers. But I know one thing. I'm not crazy. I have it on video. And whatever is in my daughter's room, it knows I can see it now. And it doesn't care."